And we are back. Into Chapter 2 in the medical ward. Oh, and who's this?
He's here. Nothing to be afraid of.
Alright, some fun bullshit.
I knew you would come.
Are there maggots on that? Oh god.
I saved this. For you.
Thanks.
Can I go now? Claire wants to take me. Just shut up.
Jeez. And of course the mom is killed a little bit by her just ragdoll just going fucking nuts right there. Alright, so let's pick this puppy up.
Use kinesis to move or throw objects.
So in addition to all their other crazy science bullshit, they now also have fucking, oh my god, they're just fucking maggots all over that thing. They now have the ability to fucking manipulate bodies. And now I can finally finish my corpse theater. I'm so stressed. Life sure is a rat race. Okay. And then you can throw them with the R. And now it's kind of gross. Now I'm going to start having to get into my habit of busting bodies now. A little bit. As you can see, they're just fucking corpses everywhere. It's a corpse party. Yeah. Alright, enough of that bullshit. And then there's a store here. There's nothing I need, though. Start moving. B just drops them. There we go. And R shoots them. Now, oh jeez, and they're all just still there. Can I squash them? God. Not really. They're just there. Now, kinesis is okay in the early game, but it's really only useful as kind of a distraction.
To add items to the store.
And this is the other aspect. You get blueprints and stuff for weapons. And then you can build weapons and then items and stuff. So you can add like med packs to the store, which is pretty useful. I forget. Because yeah, as it is right now, there's just the small med packs, and then you can get the schematics for the big ones too. So let's see here. Now because I just had it in my inventory, and they do take up slots, so when you get schematics, it's worth it to go to find store as soon as you can. And get that shit on lock, because it'll take up valuable inventory space. Now the flamethrower is a piece of fucking garbage. I am not going to be even touching that thing. Flamethrower has a very limited use range. They say it's. The game suggests that it's pretty good against like some of the swarmy enemies that show up later on. But honestly, there's a better tool for that. Like the only other weapon that I consider kind of reasonably reliable. We'll get to. I'll be happy to show you that when we get to it. And now shit's fucked.
Are you there?
Even more so here.
You were attacked. Kendra's gone. 1 minute she was there, and I can't believe I lost her. We can still do this. Get me the captain's rig codes, and we'll find Nicole. Looks like the crew barricaded the door to the emergency wing. We have to blow through it to get to the morgue. Get some thermite from medical storage, and a shock pad from zero-G therapy. Should be down the corridor. Communication is useless in all this static.
Alright, so now we gotta go get some more bullshit to open up this fucked up door, which I'm sure nothing bad is behind. Let's check this stuff. Stomp some of these crates, get some more ammo. Oh, life support button. I can't use it. I wonder if that'll be important later. Let's go ahead and... So, there is a little bit of flexibility when you have multiple objectives. You can kind of just go around and see what you can You can kind of approach them in whatever way you want, but it really doesn't matter. So, anything different here? No. Let's go ahead and save the game just real quick. Now, one interesting thing about the sequels, I think in this game, it's like there's the impossible mode where you can only save once, which helps to make it interesting. Like, it's just you can save anywhere, but you only get the one save. And then in Dead Space 2, like, to be fair, they give you an extra... What's it called? They give you up to three chances to save. So let me see here. Can I move it? I can't really move the map. I can just tumble it, which is kind of weird. I think this is the way we want to go, the research wing. Let's go there first, because there's a lot of bullshit in this area.
Weapons have an alternate firing mode.
It's true. So yeah, RB switches when you're not aiming. Weapon switch have alternate modes. The plasma cutter just switches angle, which is honestly really useful. But some of the other weapons, they have like pretty different alt modes, which can be pretty useful in their own ways. Now, I know this doesn't reflect well on my sanity, but honestly, smashing corpses is a good habit to get into. You will probably see why later. Let's see, I'm good on stasis, so I just gotta pop this thing. There we go. Head on through. Yeah, in the main lab, this is where we want to be heading. Oh, this is nice. I'm sure nothing bad will happen here. Oh yeah, that. And listen to that echo on that fucking door from here. Like how it's muffled and everything. Like sound in this game is so well made. It is really impressive.
Hazardous anomaly detected.
Oh no! Alright, first off, you gotta take care of guys up here. The head does count as a limb if you make it clean. Oh shit! This guy, or this gal actually, has a long-range spit attack. I don't know for sure if some of the other ones do though. Like I think there's some minor variations in like the standard issue 2 limbs type. Now to be fair, like if I was talking earlier about how they'll follow you into different rooms. If they're on different levels, they will kind of chase you a little bit more. Like, you'll see more of their kind of pathfinding stuff as they go through the vents and stuff, like, when it comes down to separate levels. And there's the thermite I need. Now, a thing that is in this game is that you can kind of make like all gravity gun and stuff and pull off blades from enemies and use them, but in this game it's not particularly great. It is vastly improved in the sequel where that becomes a straight up alternate option, whereas this is kind of a thing that you can kind of use if you have an opportunity. But you're honestly better off just shooting guys. The other interesting thing about how the game populates ammo and stuff like that is that we'll do it based on the weapons you're using. So while occasionally you will get like some random stuff for weapons that you may not buy or whatever, it will usually do a good job of just giving you weapons that you can use. or just giving it to you for weapons that you can use. So honestly, the game does I was mentioning earlier that there's the achievement for doing the look at this guy just crawling around. Ah, jeez. They are kind of hard to hit like this when they're doing that crap. Just because they're moving around. And one of them's kind of back here. But yeah, what I was saying is that, like I was saying before, that there's an achievement for beating the game the whole way through using just the plasma cutter, and how it's actually a pretty viable strategy considering how reliable the plasma cutter is. But then if you just have the plasma cutter, since it will populate more ammo for the plasma cutter for you that way, it becomes like I was saying before, this is probably my favorite workhorse weapon. Like my favorite standard issue weapon that like becomes super reliable as the game continues. And I stand by that. Like, the plasma cutter is great. And there's a reason it is the standard weapon in all 3 games. Oh no! See anyone over here? Oh, there's a guy heading from your body. You can kind of the way sometimes you'll see them do that little quick step thing. Wow, your knees are fucking durable, buddy.
Quarantine lifted.
All right, we're good. All right, now I'll top off our stasis. Let's see, I think we're good everywhere else. I'll try and show you the stasis. Oh, did I get hit a little bit? I guess I did. How am I doing on inventory? Let me just go ahead and use that. You can use stuff straight from the inventory too, but honestly the quick heal is a good alternative. It will do it automatically though, based on kind of your I want to say it will do it automatically based on your hurt level, but I don't remember, honestly. Okay, is this audio log?
I convinced Jurgens to show me the video feed from the colony. And what I saw was glorious. Breathtaking. Miners undergoing a transformation into something extraordinary. I must know more. Even as the believer within me wants to become one of them, the scientist needs to uncover their secrets. I need to study one of these necromorphs, as Kyne so clinically puts it. I need to witness this infection firsthand. Perhaps that patient from the colony.
Alright, so yeah, the other aspect of I was saying before, the Dead Space has really good world building, and honestly, as cynical, like, if you want to get cynical, the Dead Space is like, if you like your games fucking cynical and bleak and merciless, the Dead Space universe has you covered. I am honestly kind of surprised that this was made by EA, because it is one of the most blatantly like it is one of the most blatantly, and for a mainstream game, is one of the most blatantly anti-religious, cynical games I've ever seen about like the future of humanity in the Dead Space universe is fucking bleak as hell, which will come out later. Oh, look at this hidden doorway here, which will come out later as we get kind of more audio logs and stuff like that, and as we kind of dig into the universe. So the key thing about this game, oh wait, let's check this out. Okay, this personal log of Dr. Kyne. The vid logs in the colony are poor quality, but the artifact does indeed appear to be a genuine marker, the first to be found in Unitali's 200-year history. I'm eager to get it on board the ship so I can study it properly. The potential here is enormous, not just for me personally, though it's true I've dreamed of such a discovery for decades, but also to humanity, and the Church of Unitology in particular. This marker could herald the dawn of a new age for mankind, and will do my part to ensure it comes to pass. I know the Church will be grateful, but the true recognition will come from all humanity. On this day, we are blessed. So the other aspect of this game is one of the main pillars of the Dead Space universe is a religion referred to as Unitology, which you may know as is a little play on words on Scientology. And the thing about Unitology is basically they believe that these marker things, which are these weird little DNA helix shaped monoliths called markers, and there's a little bit of 2001 in there for you also, is that they have these mysterious powers from an alien race. They were found by this guy named Altman, who was murdered by the government, and then basically he was held up as a martyr for discovering this alien artifact, and then a religion kind of formed around him. So Unitology is actually really dangerous as a cult because it's a religion built on like pseudo-scientific doctrines and stuff like that.
I think that's precisely the point, Doctor. God's work.
I'm not so sure of that. We have to assume that the colony's problems are somehow connected to the marker.
You can assume all you want to. I do not. The marker is glorious and divine. You know that.
God moves in mysterious ways.
Anyway, we'll have it on board tomorrow. You can analyze it all you want to. What are you so worried about?
Worried? Captain, people are dying down there, killing each other. Is this madness, the transformation Unitology teaches us?
Doctor. Terrence. There will always be risk when the stakes are high. And here, they're enormous. It could change everything.
And that's what worries me.
So yeah, there are a few other characters kind of alluded to through the game that some of them come up later in more direct ways, like you meet a few of them. And for the most part, it's the Isaac show with like special appearances by Captain Hammond and Daniels. But yeah, there are some other characters that come into play too. Like there's that evil-sounding David Cage type who's fucking got a mad boner over the fucking necromorphs. And then there's this Dr. Kine guy who's like a scientist who's also a Unitologist. So yeah, the part of the crux from the narrative is that when this planet cracker came to this planet and they pulled it open, that's another aspect of the Dead Space universe that's super fucking bleak. Like basically by the time humanity has reached the point in the Dead Space universe, humanity is completely fucked. Like super hard. Like Earth is super fucked, and all the people and resources are super scarce. Like humanity's colonized outer space, but resources are super scarce, and so the whole thing is. So it's pretty strongly alluded that mankind as a whole is kind of more or less headed towards extinction. So then when they pull open this planet, what the thing is that these planet crackers, which is what the USG Ishimura is, they basically literally rip open a hole in the fucking planet surface down to the core, which makes it easier for them to mine it for materials. So when they pulled open this planet, there was one of these markers there, which was a big deal for the Unitologists on board, who are on board the Ishimura. And, oh, let's see what's down here.
Come on! Let me out!
Oh, what's that? Oh! Oh, I'd love to help, but, yeah. And thus begins Visceral Games' obsession with babies as an enemy. Like, holy God. Like, for the most part, Visceral is, like, pretty reasonably committed to their to like having kind of fun horror stuff, but they're fuck. I forgot about this. Yep. And then this. Yeah, they're weirdly obsessed with having the player murder babies, and part of me feels like it's coming from kind of a sort of a twisted kind of vibe, you know, like there's a kind of a perverse kind of desire to see that happen. So they have all these fucking tubes here, and they just grow babies here. So when the necromorph stuff got in here, it just infected the babies who had died. So yeah, there's some tons of fucked up bullshit in the fucking Dead Space universe. Oh my god, I just healed. Well, I needed to, so that's fine. These babies are honestly pretty annoying. Whoa, yeah. Oh god. Okay. Let's see if I can get a good angle here. He's all stuck on that fucking shit. Okay. Now, with them, you gotta cut off their tentacle thingies. And honestly, those are kind of hard to hit. Ah, jeez. See if he's gonna move to a better angle. Ah, jeez. Come on, you dumb babby. There we go. Now you have to cut off all their limbs in most cases, which is super annoying. Look at this fucking evil necromorph type they got going on here. But yeah, a lot of the intrigue background stuff going on in the game is like this whole thing where the unitologists or whatever are super invested in this marker, but then the marker is tied to which is what they found on the planet. But the people who were exposed to the marker when they first discovered it started going insane, and then like going through horrible body trauma. Okay, so I got the thermite.
That thermite you picked up should be able to melt through the barricade. Use the shock pad to ignite it. Hope I can hold this position. I can hear something big moving out there.
Alright, more nodes, yay. Yeah, this leads me back up here, which I don't think there was anything else up here to discover. Oh yeah, that's the quick weapon stuff. Let's see. It's honestly kind of hard to say. This map isn't like necessarily the best. I think I got everything, so let's just head out. I don't think you tire out. Nah. Think there's a guy. Yep. And it's like, to be fair, while like I said, I disagree with the people who are like, oh, it's not subtle enough. But the violins are kind of annoying. Like every single time. It's a little much. How am I doing on inventory stuff? I got a ton of ammo now. And I have, you may have noticed I picked up this thing, gold semiconductor. And these are basically just treasures, like carrying on the Resident Evil 4 tradition. So you turn in the semiconductors for tons of cash on the spot. And the gold ones, it's gold, ruby, and diamond, and the gold ones are 25 thou, I believe. Or 3 thou. Yeah, the diamond ones I think are 25,000. Heck yeah, I'm sure. Okay, so let's see. Can I sell something else maybe just for a little bit of extra cash? Okay, that's plasma energy, the plasma cutter. Yeah, I can probably afford to part with the med pack. Okay, so now let's go ahead and buy some nodes while we're here. I don't need to buy a weapon, but let me get just 2. Alright, so that puts us at 4 nodes, so we can definitely get some stuff done next time we stop for an upgrade. Let's go ahead and save here. Let me see. Yeah, there we go. Alright, oh, I almost missed that. Yep. Alright. And sometimes it just fucks with the lighting just to screw with you. Oh yeah, this is a fun guy. Hey, buddy. Mondays, right? Oh. Well then. Let me pick up the damn... There we go. Okay. So yeah, there's all sorts of little things like that, which are a little much, I would agree, but it goes with the whole... Whoa. It fits in with the whole aspect of it being just kind of over the top. Now, the other thing... Now, like I was saying, nodes are useful for upgrades, of course. But then there's this thing, too. So you can gamble on spending a power node to unlock certain rooms, which can have extra stuff, or sometimes special items. Now, this one has like, they're basically loot rooms, but sometimes they don't have as much stuff. Or sometimes they're just ammo, and that's not as useful for you. I believe this one's worth it, so I'm going to open it up. Let's check out this text log first. Alright. Dr. Warwick. Report of psychiatric observation. Patient Harris. Harris is asleep after another strong sedative. He seems literally unable to sleep without chemical aid. Most people succumb to exhaustion after 50-plus hours of waking, regardless of any desire to stay awake, not Harris. His explanation of events on the colony is also odd and points to the same paranoia we've seen elsewhere at Planetside. His guilt is not in doubt. 2 Planetside security officers were present when he took Dr. Ciarella hostage and murdered Nurse Evans, and he doesn't deny his actions. But he insists there was no crime, nor does he feel guilt. This is classic sociopathic behavior, but Harris exhibits no other symptoms. He is affable and friendly, able to empathize and offer original opinions. When questioned about the murder, however, he becomes withdrawn and intransigent, displaying schizophrenic behavior. He also undergoes intermittent hallucinatory periods, again similar to those experienced by other colonists. Harris claims he threatened the doctor because he had to stop the dreams and the faces, and that he'll kill again to make it whole again. What that means, I haven't determined yet. A most intriguing case. So yeah, this Harris guy was the one of the first people they pulled up from the planet who came into contact with the marker. And so this was the result. Basically, it infected people with the necromorph stuff, but it doesn't go into... And it basically drives people to kill themselves. So that way the virus or the alien or the parasite can take over and then mutate bodies into this horrible fucking body horror stuff.
You found something down there, didn't you?
Yes, we found something.
So the texts were right all this time.
I wouldn't be certain of that. There was nothing divine in what I saw.
We must embrace this. We are the first witnesses.
Matthias isn't letting anyone down in the colony. It's under quarantine until we learn more.
To hell with Matthias. He of all people should know that this is greater than him, or the operation, or even the company. This is our deliverance.
Keep your damn voice down. People are dying down there.
Only the worthless and the unbelievers. But I believe. Do you believe, Terrence? Do you?
So yeah, Dr. Khan is all like... So yeah, this one doctor guy is all fucking super evil and mad hype about all this bullshit because he's a total fanatic. And then Dr. Kai is also like a believer, but he's like, holy shit, I don't know about this after all this fucking bullshit. Oh yeah, because I spent the 1. Let's go ahead and I can upgrade the stasis module and kinesis too. Does it increase range? No, it just increases range, not necessarily power. Like in the second game, where it's more of a where kinesis is more of an option, they increase the damage that you can do with it. So let's see. Let's go ahead and let's go ahead and spend 1. And let's see. We'll spend a couple on just blank ones so that we can start filling spaces. And then we'll put 1 in here. And then we can start working towards powering our shit up. Because that is the other aspect. And yeah, you can use kinesis on stuff that has the magnet thing on it. Alright, now I know for sure I saw that fucker over this way. Is there a guy behind me? Nope. And these guys have a fucking leap attack. So fuck them. Problem is, this game you don't have a 360 turn. Which honestly seems like kind of an oversight. How am I doing? No, I don't have a loose one yet. Let's go ahead and load up on that. Hopefully we can have enough empty spaces to go ahead and use the to grab that diamond conductor on the way out. Hey buddy, doing okay? It's like the instant they die, you can just pull it off. Now, I remember seeing a lot of stuff where it's like, how did they fucking manage? Okay, yeah, there's a schematic. I can't grab it. How is the stomp so powerful? But it's like, part of me thinks that it's because they're... Fuck! I did not remember this guy. Because they're like magnet boot things, as you'll see later. That's part of it. Like, it comes down really hard and then just smashes the fucking... Yep. And then, like, magnetizes to the floor and smashes the thing. Alright, and then this is another thing. You got these giant dumb space batteries, and you gotta use kinesis. Shove that shit back in. Oh, holy crap, I never noticed that. But it doesn't matter since I don't have a line gun right now. Infidels. Oh shit! Let's go ahead and pull this off. Even though he can leap, he won't leap across these fucking gaps. Okay, and as you can see, if you try and impede their path, they will use the vents and stuff like that. So they're not bad, but yeah, I feel like in a game that was queued more around not having enough ammo and stuff like that, it would be a lot more tense, honestly. We'll pull this back. Shoot that bullshit. How are we doing on inventory? Yeah, still pretty good. Oh my god, I got all turned around. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, right here.